that's all right. It's me and you. We got a special kind of friendship.
I am not your friend.
Sure you are. Fishing buddy?
Sure you are, fishing buddy. I love that movie. Eventually, we will get around to it. We got an impartial list up in the studio chat. I'm going to go back and just scroll over everybody. Try to get everybody. So first in the house is, of course, Gambit. Good afternoon, Gambit. And he brings
You should
up
say good
Billy
evening because he's in my time zone.
Yeah, good evening. Strange days, get ready for the new millennium. There we go. Then, of course, our dear friend Snorta Poopy was here. What's up? Snorta Poopy.
Poopy?
Yeah, that's what I said. Snorta Poopy. Snorta Poopy. And let's see, next in line is our good friend who wishes you a happy birthday, which I've already got all those lined up. Then Penny showed up. And no wishing birthday from Penny. I think you're on Penny's bad side.
Penny's
Penny alone.
cut her some slack.
And then, of course, my dear old friend Shirley is here today. Hi. And it's not she's old. It's just we've been friends for a long time. And I think 25 years. Right? No? We're in 98. So 27 years we've been friends.
Yeah, she's not old. You are.
I'm so old. And then, of course, Pop Culture Minefield says happy birthday to our co-host and producer, Martin Acosta Santana, as he makes it one more time around the sun. Yay.
Yeah, but in the wrong rock.
Wrong rock. I meant to be on Jupiter. Is that everybody? Do I got everybody? Want to make sure I said hi to everybody.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's everybody. Now I'm going to go to some of the starred comments because, yes, it is. Today is the day that Martin Acosta Santana was squirted out into the world by his mama.
No, I wasn't squirted out. I was forcibly extracted.
Extracted.
Yes, it was a C-section.
I thought you were gonna go to like ejected, but you're a pop toaster baby. Okay, there we go. Pop tart method. That's what we called it when we were paramedics. The pop tart method. So Gambit with the Strange Days. Get ready for Millennium. Unstar that, and then we got happy birthday to Martin from Andy.
Thank you everybody.
And another happy birthday from Gambit.
Thank you, Gambit.
And
Gambit thought I was 59. What
yeah,
the fuck?
Yeah, he just wants to kill you. That's what it is. And Andy, of course, points out, asks Martin's birthday, and then proceeds to not wish you a happy one. Well done, Andy.
That's how they do it in England, Gary.
Yeah. Let's see. How old are you now, Martin? And of course, the question was 59. Oh man. And then let's see. Snort says
way younger than
Hoopy
Gary.
birthday, Martin.
Jesus Christ.
Hoopy birthday. Hoopy, I want to read this, please. Hoopy birthday, Martin.
Thank you.
Gambit says, oh, my bad. Yeah, 73. Because this is then this is where it gets bad. It's like, Gambit, I'm just going to tell you, buddy, you suck it, man. And there it is from Penny. Happy birthday, Martin. Make a wish.
Thank you, Penny.
There we go. So thank you guys for all the birthday wishes.
I hope
11 Alpha is here. What's up, Alpha? And of course, the first thing out of his mouth. Look at that. Look at that.
Thank you, 11.
That's some love, man. Man, that's great. That is great.
The surprise of the day was Vicky Rhodes. She wished me a happy birthday. Oh my God, I'm beside myself.
So cool.
Hey,
you know how I love Vicky.
I want to point out that apparently you are so beloved that President Trump gave you a birthday today.
No, that was me. And I won't tell you how I did it.
All right. All right, Shinazi.
Happy birthday, Martin. Top of the gun for you.
So, All right, we're going to be talking about a film today that I really like. This movie, I always have. It clearly stole from Douglas Trumbull, and it uses all the tech in this movie is just a variation of Doug Trumbull's movie Brainstorm, and we will be doing that film too, by the way, because I'm going to invite my buddy Mark D'Antonio on to discuss it. But when you see the software that they're using in this film, everything it does is identical to what they did in the movie that Trumbull did. And it's sad to me because Brainstorm never got finished the way it was supposed to because of the death of Natalie Wood during production. Happy ongoing New Year, not Newt year, but New Year. Any comments? No. So basically, they takes the science or science fiction aspects of Brainstorm and then they use it in a noir thriller. And I thought they use it pretty well because the twist at the end, which is a plot device, was actually pretty good. I was like all the way through the movie trying to figure out where they're going to go with it. Hey, Slasher Fred. But 5 years ago, before he was in The Matrix, Keanu Reeves. Oh yeah, come on, man.
Yeah. Oh, Johnny Mnemonic is awesome.
Yeah.
Come on, Slasher Fred. Did you think for a second we hadn't seen that? I mean, come on.
I mean,
I'm
who
a
doesn't care?
die-hard cinephile. I like the film. The effects are terrible in it, but I do like the film. It's
And
so
you have
weird
Dolph
the way
Lundgren.
they pulled that together, too. What's that?
And you have Dolph Lundgren in it.
That's right.
Mhm.
Dolph is in it. Keanu. It's got a really interesting cast. I just wish that they had put just a little bit more money into the budget for the effects.
Hmm.
The sets were pretty good. And it felt like a mixture of Blade Runner meets The Courier meets Black Rain.
Well, yeah, it's like
Mhm.
it's one of the only actual like William Gibson adaptations that's pretty close to his work.
And from what I understand, he was directly involved with that film. We'll do that another time because I would like to do that film. By twist, do you mean who the baddie was? Yeah, because that's one of the biggest twists in the film. Is
It
who
was
the actual
telegraphed.
baddie is. Well, of course it was. I knew who it was from the very beginning, but I was like, I wonder how they're going to get there.
Yeah.
And
It's
of course,
it's not
obvious. It's his best buddy.
yeah, it's not so much the who, it's the why.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Really.
why.
It's more of a why done it, really.
And what I do like, the other twist at the end, is I just expected her to be a cunt. And she actually ended up being a decent person at the end, trying to save him from the guy she was fucking. That was a shock. That was the big twist that I didn't see coming. Because, I like Catherine Bigelow. I really do. I mean, I'm not her biggest fan because I can name a few things I don't fucking like about her. But I do like this film, and I like some of her work. You saw it twice?
This is a James Cameron script, right? Or he wrote on it. I'm trying to remember.
I think he's
Oh,
like one of
Cameron
the
was
two
a writer.
credited
He was
writers.
one of the
on
main
it, yeah.
writers, yeah. It's Jay. I love this guy's name, man. It's Jay Cox, but not with the X, but spelled the sex organ way.
No,
And I'm like,
no, the animal.
I would have
the
changed my.
bird.
I would have changed that. I would have changed that name.
The
And
poultry
Anima?
animal, Gary.
Anima can confirm this because even Darren Douglas said I was the one that convinced him to change his name because his real name is Darren
Robert Paulson.
Douglas Hurlbutt.
Oh,
Yep. Things needed to be done
Oh.
about that name.
It's a nice. It's always a nice little funny joke between us because he's an amazing artist. He's worked on a lot of video games, books, and movie stuff. And just an amazing production artist. Okay, one of the best in my opinion. And he is right when he was getting ready. He had just finished working on The Golden Compass. Okay, and I looked at his work and I'm like, this stuff is brilliant, but you got to do something about that last name. And he says, what do you mean? I said, you're in America, man. Think about it. Pearl Butt. Pearl as in pearl, and your last 4 letters are B-U-T-T.
The thing you're
And he goes-
hurling is a butt.
And he goes, yeah. And so now when you see him online, you see him as Darren Douglas, like on Facebook and shit like that. I figured it would take a real cock to write that script.
Mm.
Like you didn't see that coming.
Come on.
Angela Bassett was so cool. She
Oh,
was one of
yes.
the best parts of this movie.
Oh yeah.
I love her character. Yeah, we will do Johnny Mnemonic. We'll do it for the month where
Hey, you
Deanna's
sir.
birthday is. Because that's what we're doing this year. Every month we're going to take a week out for an actor who has a birthday that month.
Can you please highlight user commentary again?
Which one?
User.
This one?
Oh, Usar. Okay. And G. Because I'm putting him on the
On the
thank
short
you list.
Oh, on
Yeah.
the thank you list.
Oh, we need a nickname for him, I think, or her.
Oh, Giratina.
In that Strange Days in the period, we got several movies about VR. Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's a lower budget film. Great cast. Unbelievably good cast
Yes.
in this movie.
It is way more than just VR, though. You don't just
Hey!
see the shit, you feel it.
It is Sergeant Giratina. What is up, man? And of course, everybody said hi, but I did not. What's up, USARNG? How are you doing?
There's a
Pretty
strange trend that went from here to about the time 13-4, Matrix, Dark City, all those movies where it was like, well, what's the nature of reality? We're going to go super Phil K. Dick with everything. And it just stopped.
I still suspect he had heard something about Doug Trumbull's Brainstorm. Borrowed from it. Telling
There's
you.
also some books that went into this idea. So, I mean, you know, I'm a firm believer that Cameron's just kind of a plagiarist.
Well, he kind of is. He got sued for it. But
Several
Doug
times.
Trumbull
Allegedly.
did the film, well, released the film in 83 and shot it in 82. Because I was still in high school when Natalie Wood died. And yes, again, I'll reiterate that stupid joke that went around when I was in high school. Kid, lunchroom. I was getting ready to sit down. This one kid's over there getting some ice cream. He goes, "Hey, Gary." I'm like, what? He goes, "What kind of wood don't float?" I'm like, I don't know. What? He goes, "Natalie Wood." And I'm like, what? I didn't understand it at first. And then I laughed. And then I went, oh man, that's dark.
Oh,
The original
no.
Total Recall also has a theme of virtual reality. Now, I was slightly connected to the original production when Dino De Laurentiis was going to do it before Carolco got it. And I got to read. In fact, I gave my copy of the script of Total Recall to my son, Benjamin, which had all the red liner notes from David Cronenberg. And he doesn't know where it's at. He thinks somewhere at his mom's. And I'm like, I give things to my kids as gifts, and I think they're going to cherish it, and then they fucking don't.
No, they
And I
don't
regret-
care about the same things
I
you do.
regret giving some of the gifts I've given because I gave Zoe my entire Star Wars, James Bond, Battlestar Galactica, Jaws, Buck Rogers, Topps cards collections. All of them. They were in like a stack of fucking collector notebooks with the folds, and you put them in to protect them. Gone. Not doing it
I'll
anymore.
learn you.
I'm not even going to leave stuff when I die to him.
Just leave it to Keith.
Probably better. Total Recall has a beautiful music score by Jerry Goldsmith. Yes, it does. But we're not talking about that today, Gambit. Gambit. Strange Days.
Look who's talking.
Hey, don't you even get on me today, Mr. Birthday Guy.
You know, given how little people, especially the young, know of the past, they'd probably just go, what's this have to do with Stranger Things?
Yeah. So, yeah, once again, Gambit is on the point here that I know that he stole the science fiction aspect of this movie from Brainstorm. I know it. There's no fucking way he didn't. 2 years after the fucking movie? Come on. He says, let it go a few years. People forget. Now, you got nerds like me that remember Brainstorm. Julie, oh my God. It is so good not to see her skin so shiny like it was in the
Natural
National
Born Killer.
Lampoon, Chris. Okay, I won't. You tell the movie because I was about to say it and you said it wrong. No.
What? Natural Born Killers, isn't it?
No. Where
Christmas
her skin was
Story.
all shiny. Thank you. Not A Christmas Story, but National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, I mixed those two up.
Their skin is so fucking shiny in that movie, and it really accentuates the size of her gigantic melon. So, and I don't know if that was her voice, but she can sing at least. And for those of you that didn't know, Jeffrey Lewis, her father, great actor,
Yes.
did a lot of films with Clint Eastwood, is her dad, and he was in Scientology, and he got her into Scientology. And I've often wondered if that's why Clint Eastwood stopped working with Jeffrey, because they were good friends since the 70s. I don't know if you ever seen, but there was a movie called Ghost in the Machine. Yes, I've seen it, where a deceased killer gains the ability to infiltrate electricity. In one scene, he goes into a VR game. Yeah, I saw that one way back when it came out, and I think that was in the 90s, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Ghost in the Machine.
Yeah, the only thing I really remember from that is The Babysitter.
That sounds like something you'd remember. I have rather large militaria collection that I don't know what to do with, since no one in my family seems to care. I'll probably start selling on eBay. Make money off of it. Yeah, fuck it, dude. Don't leave it to people who aren't going to appreciate it.
I was going to send him my address, but okay.
Yeah,
The
let Mark
Figment of
get
Strange
something.
was then presented to screenwriter Jay Cox. Oh my God, that fucking name. Who turned it into a script. Cameron felt that the resulting script was very, very structured and only did a dialogue polish. This one, top of it, the script was completed in 92. Bigelow's work on Strange Days was influenced by the 1992. Oh, it's clearly fucking obvious if you watch the film. And I got pissed when they just started laying into her with their PR-24s. And I'm like, that's not how cops do it. If they're going to beat the shit out of you, they usually have a fucking good reason, because you're resisting. But I'm not resisting. Are you trying to allow us to put your hands together? No, you're pulling them apart. That's the first stage of resisting. Not allowing them to handcuff you.
Oh, Sally Forth is here. You should know what that means.
Pick yourselves up and Sally fuck! Sally fuck! Sally forth!
And of course, what happened?
I don't know. Play it again.
Well, Sally, I hope we can help you to get a better day.
They were just cops. And what they don't like to talk about is how much resistance is going on Rodney's side, which is why Rodney later said, "Hey, man, everybody chill the fuck out."
Did I hear a phone?
Sounded like it. Hans mit mir snorti. Just had 3 cops in my house, but I'm fine.
Oh. Well, I'm happy
Oh,
to know
no.
you're fine, but wow.
What were they sent to your house, or did you call them? Are you a troublemaker, Sally?
No.
I'm teasing. You know that. We'll try to cheer you up a little bit today.
That's what we try to do.
My brother was a cop at the time. I was a paramedic and a nurse, and I did home health care. And I've already told the story of what happened to me when I went to Oakland that night. And I went straight back home. I'm like, fuck this job. I'm never coming back up here at night. In Twilight Zone pilot episode, Where Is Everybody? The plot twist feels like it is a precursor to virtual reality.
I mean, all it comes
And-
down to is, it's all the Plato's allegory of the cave.
Hello, Connie.
Oh, more of that shit from that person. Gotcha. It's Jamerman Merman.
Ethel
Merman.
Merman.
It's Jamerman. It's Ethel Merman. Yeah, that's right. All right. So the thing is started here. Where are we? Wow, that paint stuff really makes it hard to see what's going on here. So yeah, I don't think we'll get claimed on this one.
Just make it look like James Cameron wants it to after he upgrades it with quote unquote AI.
I fucking hate what he does. He should be ashamed of himself, what he's done. He wanted to go in to remove all of the fucking film grain, which makes everything look like plastic.
Why?
Because he's an asshole.
Because he's a fucking
Terrible
hack,
idea.
basically. He's a rich one. He's a successful one. But I'm going, yeah, you totally know technology, which is why you're making your films look like shit. No, he knows how to hire people that know about technology. Big difference.
And there's been a ton of complaining about what he did too. No, acts like he's a male feminist, which there is no such thing. And he's one of the worst womanizers in Hollywood. Him and 2 of his buddies are just absolute fucking they're after pussy all the time. And it just bugs me how they act. They have no respect for women, not really. And they have no respect for themselves as men. Oh God. Yeah, he got the Steven Spielberg syndrome. Thank God Spielberg fucking woke up and said, "Oh, what I'm doing is wrong." Yeah.
What? Did he try to swap the musical instrument from the band to walkie-talkies?
Yeah, probably. Probably. It's, you know, George Lucas did it too at the whole special edition. I'm like, fuck you, George. There was once a TV series called VR5. Yeah, I still remember that. About a woman who gains the ability to enter people's minds by using virtual reality.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Good
I
show.
don't this season.
Oh my god.
Connie Cleary is here. What's up?
Yeah.
Let me go look it up. VR5 series.
That's a shit premise.
Yeah, it was one of those like late night American like
Good cast though.
shows you would
Yeah.
have at like 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, the only person in this show that looks awful is Laurie Singer. You had Anthony Head in it, David McCallum, Michael Easton is in it, Louise Fletcher, who's in Brainstorm, by the way. You had Will Patton in it. God, I fucking love that guy as an actor. Looking for more. Neil McDonough was in his early career. Stephen Root was in it. Robert Davi, who Anima hates. And then you had Adam Baldwin, who is the superior Baldwin. You had Robert Picardo, Marky Post in it. Chris Owen was in it. That's so wild.
Yeah, there are a
And
lot of
Eric-
people in it.
Eric Avari was in it.
Mhm.
Yeah, Chris Owen was like one of those like weird child to adult movies, and he's pretty good. If you got anybody ever saw The Mist, he's the grocery boy that gets ripped apart by whatever it is in the mist under the garage door in the back of the store. That scene was intense as fuck. Well, this show sounds like it had a good cast. I'm gonna have to go back and revisit it, but I don't recall it lasting very long. Yeah,
It was
13 total
like a
episodes.
season. Yeah.
Yeah, 13 episodes that took them from 1995 to 97. It took them that long to finish the show.
Yeah, it was on Fox. Yeah. Early on.
Yeah, the episode 12 and 12 didn't get released until 97. Well, episode 13 Reunion was in 95. Explain that shit. That's bizarro. That must have been one of the episodes that didn't air. Also, another episode that I'm guessing that the reason why they have different years on them is they didn't get released until later. So, Simian Angel, episode 9 was released in 97. So, 3 episodes were held back and released later.
Yeah, basically like what they did with Firefly. Yeah.
Yeah. Go them out of order. Fox. Because you said it was Fox, right?
Yeah.
That explains that. But yeah, Laurie Singer, man, she's like a kiss of death.
Oh come on, don't be like that.
I really don't like her as an actor. She's nothing like her brother. I like Mark Singer. I mean, God damn it, he's the Beastmaster, for Christ's sake.
And Mike Donovan.
Yeah. In January of 94, it was reported that Andy Garcia was closing it to being in the cast as Lenny. However, on February 94, Hollywood Reporter revealed Ralph Fiennes had been cast instead. I think they made the better choice. I love Andy Garcia, but this is better for Fiennes. He's a better actor for this kind of role. And by the way, who that loves Doctor Who didn't think that he looked perfect as Doctor Who in the third act when he's got that long coat on?
I mean, British.
Fiennes' breakthrough role of Schindler's List, for which he was nominated for an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor just days later, impressed Bigelow enough to cast him as Lenny. Wasn't she like in Falcon and the Snowman? Oh yeah, she was in it too. Yeah. Filming of Strange Days was originally slated to begin on May 12th of 94, but that date was delayed to June 6th as the cast was was getting finalized. Bigelow said that O.J. Simpson's murder had, well, yeah, that had an impact on a lot of shit. Adding The Strange Days was filmed during the summer and fall of that year. Good God, that fucking year was nuts. And Anima didn't know because there was a joke in a movie that said a slow white Bronco chase, and she didn't get the joke. It was actually a horse. It was actually a horse being chased. And so I had to explain to her, and I showed her some of the photos and video footage of OJ being chased in a white Ford Bronco that belonged to Al Cowling, his best buddy. And according to some people, was involved.
I still think
And
2020
I was way too
a
young when that
pretty
happened
wild
to have
year.
watched the news. So.
Yeah. What was that, Martin?
That I still think that 2020 was a pretty wild year.
2020 is like one of those years everyone just wants to forget.
I will tell you another film of
Lockdown was great though.
Keanu Reeves that I thought was really good. RDJ is in it too. And it's called In a Mirror Darkly.
Oh, yeah.
I love the story by Philip K. Dick, and I love that movie. I was in OCS in the summer of 1994.
Scanner.
So I got to miss most of the early OJ hype. In the movie Disclosure, there is a scene where Michael Douglas's character uses virtual reality in order to get information. The movie you're talking about is
Disclosure.
one of my favorite. Was it Disclosure? I thought it was the other movie with Russell Crowe.
No, that's Virtuosity.
Virtuosity.
Yeah, and I thought that's the movie where they used virtual reality.
For like 5 minutes, then they take the virtual criminal and put it into the real world, and everything goes to shit from that point onwards.
And Russell Crowe was so weird looking in that movie when he was young. I was like such an odd look for him.
I love Nearly Confidential. That's where I first saw him.
Well, look, man, everybody in that fucking movie was great. Every single actor was amazing in that movie. And even though it's not in the book, my favorite fucking moment was when Kevin Spacey's character is in the captain's kitchen and gives all that information. He says, "Have you told anybody about that boyo?" And he's like, "No, not yet. I was going to try it on with you first." And then he fucking shoots him. The captain shoots Kevin Spacey. And before he dies, he says the name Rollo Tomasi, which is not in the book. That was added for the movie, and I think it was fucking great.
Oh, I love the speech about Rollo Tomasi.
A lot of people go, because normally I like his books better than the movies. This time I like the movie better than his book. And he hates it. And I'm like, that's tough shit, man. It's a better movie than your book. I'm sorry. Because this guy understood storytelling when he wrote that screenplay. Wow, it's so fucking dark, serious. This oil painting thing, I don't even know what's going on here. Oh, this is where he thinks he's a girl.
Yeah.
Where he's in the VR and he's touching himself. That's so fucking weird.
If only that were true. Because then men could experience period cramps, and I think it should be mandatory that they do.
No, fuck off with that.
You want to understand why we're crazy, you need to do that.
Line, a digital equipment core, DEC, and our supervisor brought in a TV so we could watch the Bronco chase. Oh, crazy. That's fucking cool. We shot in Los Angeles over a period of 77 nights. Well, I knew that, buddy. I knew that's what you meant. It was the second conspiracy movie by Michael Crichton that Michael Douglas is in. He was also in the movie Coma. You are correct. He was also one of the producers of Coma.
Oh my God! Did you see this?
Rich and I were. Yeah, I read that. I just read that a minute ago, out loud. Martin, welcome back to the show.
I was
His
looking
birthday
info about
comes
Rollo
back.
Tomasi, and it's a band.
Yeah, they named it after this thing in the movie.
Yeah. Speaking of OJ trial, a TiVo biopic starring Cuba Gooding Jr., Selma Blair, and other actors was released in 2017. Yeah, I remember that. I think I watched it because it showed his relationship with the Kardashian family. And you want to talk about somebody rolling over in his grave. If he could see what his family's doing with all that money. That movie was the second conspiracy movie by Crichton and Michael Douglas in. He was also, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, same one. Yeah, Michael Crichton has always written not so much about conspiracy, but about warning that people don't think about things. His first movie was also the first book he wrote using his real name, was Andromeda Strain. And good God. That's a warning about fucking space. You don't know what's coming back to Earth on those things. They could kill us. And I'm like, no shit. Yeah, I won't argue with that.
Question with it is the fact that some of the alien microbe, would it not understand how to use our physiology, or would it?
No, it's just a germ. It's a germ. And what's interesting is he, in the book and in the film, goes through painstakingly clear and accurate detail how diseases evolve. To where at one point when it's becoming airborne, it becomes inert to us. And everybody has that, but it's like it could evolve further. It could infect animals and then again revert back to being able to infect us. So we need to eradicate that fucking disease.
Hey, Canadian Spider-Man is with us from Rumble.
Hey, buddy, tell him to get over on over on YouTube so we can actually see.
No, he's pissed with YouTube today. He said, "Hello, good day over here, eh? YouTube is pissing me off today." Oh, I get you.
I became a big fan of Deep Forest because of this movie. And what's funny, let me tell you what, Gambit, when I started to get up, and what I do is I slowly walk to the back of the theater and then I watch from the back of the theater because I have a rule of watching the credits as my personal form of appreciation to those who worked on the film. And I always do that. But this time I stopped as I'm getting out of my seat because at the beginning of the song, as it appears in the movie, not the way it was released as a single, when you hear it in the movie, I heard his yodel right at the beginning and I stopped. And I'm like, that's Peter Gabriel. I know Peter Gabriel when I hear him. I'm a fucking fan since I was a kid. And I'm like, holy shit. And I stopped in my tracks and I sat back down and Tracy was with me and I said, come back, sit down. So he sat down and watched the rest of the film and listened to that song. And I'm like, who is that? I had to go find out. So I waited till the credits, saw the name Deep Forest, and I'm like, gotta go buy it. And I went out and I bought some of the music. And it was great, man. I fucking love that song in particular, While the Earth Sleeps, is a great song. And I love how Peter Gabriel fucking yodels in it. It's crazy. I'd never heard him do that before.
I think that guy is capable of doing whatever when it comes to music.
Yeah. And something we talked about while watching this movie was that there was this surgeon who believes that Peter Gabriel has double folds in his vocal folds, which is how he is able to do something that if you're really paying attention, he will bolt out his voice and you will hear two tones. And I showed it to Anima. I said, did you hear it that time? Those are two notes, and it's not a voiceover because that's normally how they do that. They dub him over himself. That's not what they did in this song.
Not live in concert.
One time when he's doing the main. And I'm like, holy shit, how did he do that? And I've begun to believe that surgeon's correct. that Peter Gabriel is one of those rare people that has double vocal folds. New Zealand composer Graham Revell, fresh off writing the score for The Crow, was then hired to replace most of Deep Forest's work. Yeah, because they only do part of the soundtrack. Is yodeled pretty much when he had the time for it. Very capable musician, singer. You mean like overtone singing? It's something that occurs when you have 4 vocal folds, is one way of it happening. You have 2 on the left and 2 on the right. And you can actually, some people, you know, because of this aberration in nature, are capable of hitting 2 tones with their vocal folds. And it's just weird when they're able to do it. Well, hey, man, I'm a big Peter fan. I like Peters. You know, Peter Mayhew. Yeah, Peter Mayhew, Peter Griffin, Peter Gabriel, Pete Townsend.
Peter Cullen.
Who's also one of my favorite. Peter Gollum. What the fuck?
Colin.
Oh, Colin. Who the hell is that?
Optimus Prime.
Oh, the actor. Yeah, the old guy. Peter Sellers. There you go. Thank you, Sandra. Angela is one of the best characters in this film. And they have such a good chemistry together in the flick, too. But she is out to save his ass. And clearly, because I picked it up before the second act, that she's in love with him. Yeah. And then he asked the question, have you ever been in love with someone and it wasn't reciprocated? And she goes, yeah, I have. And she walks away from him. Because he's so fucking
realize
dense.
that she's talking about
He's so, yeah, he's dense. He doesn't see anything with her. He doesn't get it. Because he's so fixated on this broken up relationship with this girl who wasn't into him.
Peter North says Andy Morrow.
Look, I'm not going to argue with Andy. I'm not a big fan of his, but I was always impressed with that young man. Like going, how has he never killed a woman?
You're impressed that he's never killed a woman.
I'm just like, how hasn't he? Like, I have never seen so much come out of one human being. Just ridiculous. I think my joke went over your head. Well, where was it? I don't recall it.
Ger is a huge fan of all Peters.
Yeah, I got that one. I totally got that. It's a dick joke. Honey Clay.
Oh, you're premature here, Sander.
This is on time this time.
No, he's 17 minutes ahead. He's prematurely.
No, I mean, last stream he showed up at the very end.
Oh, well.
You know what's a lot of fun is to read like classic literature. Like I read a lot of Agatha Christie and shit like that. And Agatha has a penchant for saying when Poirot would blurt something out, and then Poirot ejaculated, and I'm like,
Yeah,
she's
terminology
using the original.
changes.
It's the original meaning of the fucking word, but we turned it into something in the latter 20th century is meaning just ejaculation, but it also means to ejaculate is to burst something out, say something. Oh my God. And of course, when it goes to Agatha Christie, right, saying ejaculated, we have a friend who has another opinion.
Bullshit!
I fucking love that clip. Ah, the Crypt Keeper.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. I do know who that is, for goodness sake. No, one of the things I think I recall with this character, seeing this girl, that is a girl that he likes. And so his buddy went out and ran past her on the beach just for this guy that's watching this right now, the virtual. It seems to me that was in the original story, but I don't know if it was in the film. Stranger Things premiered in New York Film Festival on October 7th, 95. The same day, it opened in limited release at Ziegfeld Theater in Manhattan, where it grossed $31,000 in its first weekend. That's not good at all, even in the 90s. Yeah. Well, she's English.
Fleetwood Mac.
I thought that was Mick Fleetwood. And
No.
Mac was his partner, the bassist. What's his name? His last name is
Woohoo! Hey, Courtney's here.
Courtney.
Good to see you.
I wish she would come hang out with us more often. It was so great hanging out with her.
Yeah, just what I said though. It was the combination of the two guys' names. Was John McVie and Mick Fleetwood. Because Fleetwood was for Mick and the Mac was for John McVie. But it was Peter Green who was the one who combined their names, the name of the band. Didn't know that.
Just thought they were really new.
What the
Sorry
fuck?
about that.
What the fuck did he do? He was a guitarist? I don't know him from anything. Oh, but look at this. Before departing in 1970, Green songs such as Albatross, Black Magic Woman, and Man of the World. Huh. Yeah, one of my only problems with Juliette Lewis really was in the movie, the remake of the Robert Mitchum and Gregory Peck film. This time with De Niro, Nick Nolte. Yeah, Cape Fear. She was too old for that daughter. Too old. And it was my only beef with that fucking movie was her character. So annoying in that movie.
I am not gonna complain.
That is a movie I could only watch one time, Courtney. It's just so fucking dark. And it got under my skin in a bad way. My boss is in the fucking movie. Dale. Yeah, I watched the film. My favorite part is with her dad, played by Rodney Dangerfield. That was trippy.
Oh, the way in which they describe the horrible things that are happening in her family, but as a joke.
As a sitcom.
Yeah.
It's done like a sitcom. It's bizarro, dude. It's bizarro.
That's because what's the director's name again? Oliver Stone is basically a fucking druggie. It's obvious that he's just fucking.
Well, yeah, that's why the heroes in Platoon weren't the beard and whiskey guys. It was the fucking stoners. So anyway, this is the parody of Cape Fear, the porn parody, Cape Rear. By Sandra Hammerslide.
Courtney is addressing you here. She says, I'm with a Keller Williams fan. Tell your story.
Which story? There's so fucking many. I love Keller, man. Good guy. In fact, his mom, and he got a hold of me because I had some old photos of him that I shared with him from when we were practicing in the basement at their house. movie was like a modern Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah. Yeah, he plays the TV reporter.
Yeah,
it.
who gets it at
Uh,
the end?
That's the Aussie Geraldo. Yeah, it's kind of what he is. Well, he gets more than he expected.
Yeah. But
By the
not
way, in the
less than
original
he
script,
deserved.
which
Oh, the name of the
Roman.
band. The name of our band was no, the one with Keller and Danny. Danny Martellino was our bassist. Keller was our guitarist, lead singer, and Danny did some lead singing too. And I said, I'm sitting behind the drum kit, and you're wanting it. That's the story you want, so I'll give that one. So I'm sitting behind the drum kit, and we had just practiced another Cure song. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, we're doing like 4 Cure songs covered. And I said, man, we're doing so many Cure songs. Why don't we just name ourselves The Symptoms? And Keller and Danny went, oh. And I went, no, it's a joke. It's a fucking joke. And that was our name, The Symptoms.
That will teach you. You would think.
That was a fun band. I remember one night we played a private gig, and I told this girl, I said, I'll be back for my kit tomorrow, because the cops showed up. And I didn't know how old everybody was at this party. And I'm like, I'm not staying. I was like 22. I was 22, but I'm like, I'm not going to jail for a bunch of fucking kids wanting to drink booze. So I hauled ass. And so it was literally the band on the run that night. We got out of there. And then I came back the next day and got my kit.
Hey, we have Wilkie's Movies and Music. Welcome.
So I don't know if that was as funny. This is the first time I told that story, Courtney, but I hope that was okay. And again, the name of the band that I fucking came up with because we played so much Cure was The Symptoms. That's a fact.
You could also go with the disease.
No, it doesn't sound like a good name, Shanatsky. That's why you should leave me to doing all the naming on things. Okay, that was what you wanted. Okay, there you go.
Didn't you agree on that, Gary? When I was there and you had these production meetings, that Shanatsky isn't naming anything?
Probably. Or, sorry, probably.
I think I remember that.
Shanatsky is not allowed to name anything. As a result, Strange Days was considered a commercial failure due to, in part, the poor marketing strategy and lack of audience understanding. Well, I mean, when you look at the budget of $42 million and all they took in the box office was like 17, yeah, that's a box office failure. But again, it's a movie that it's a movie that hit at the wrong time and wasn't marketed correctly. That's all it is. Market a movie like this correctly, and you get it. Also, the reason I knew that he was the bad guy is, one, it was Tom Sizemore. 2, that fucked up looking wig. It looked so fucking weird on him. And I'm like, what is with the fucking hair? I need to watch this film again. Yes, you do, Kyle.
Here we go with Kyle.
Mom. He was running from something, sir. And then he crashed into a DUI checkpoint, committed 10 felonies, and not to mention FUing a room full of cops.
You FU me all the time.
Fuck you, Kyle!
Only movie she was ever good in. Absolutely, though, Zach, you've never seen it, so you should check it out at least once. And I swear to God, in the third act, when he puts on that long jacket, he looks like the actor that would play Doctor Who on the American BBC production of Doctor Who, the movie. Okay, I got to start driving, so I'm going to be in the chat, but I'm listening. Alrighty, Court, you bet. Drive careful, please.
Wait. You're saying something James Cameron worked on failed, but I thought I was never supposed to bet against Jim Cameron.
Who said that?
It's an old Hollywood axiom. Like, for some reason, everything that he's involved with that doesn't do well people just don't associate with him.
I can tell you, like right off the bat, like he did T2, and then he made Titanic, which I fucking loathe. It's a terrible fucking movie. Great effects though. Terrible fucking
It's really
movie.
to what actually happened.
And he did make one more good movie that I liked a lot, which was True Lies. I love that movie, but I have despised everything else after T2 and one exception, True Lies. The rest is garbage. That TV series, Dark Angel, garbage. I fucking hated that show.
The first season was good.
But I really liked it. Yeah, like you. Like, nope, didn't like it.
No. I like only the first season.
No,
The second season.
I didn't like it.
I'm not trying to convince you otherwise. Jesus
Let
Christ.
him like it. Jesus Christ.
I'm
Gary's
fucking
opinion is
having
the
fun.
only one that matters.
I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun. And yeah, I'm sure season 1 was probably okay. I just didn't get into it. One, I didn't dig her, the girl that's in it. I couldn't stand her. What's this? First of all, you've got 2 unimportant characters in the 97 film. What are we talking about? Oh, Titanic. No, I just hated it because you had real people that they could have told a story about. It's my same problem with another film that came out a few years later called Pearl Harbor. You had the actual 2 pilots tell their fucking story. No, you fictionalize the 2 pilots who are actually 2 real guys. Those fucking people.
Oh,
It-
Sax
the
has a
only
good point
thing-
here. Jessica Alba. Oh, yeah.
11 Alpha has to go, or who's going? Oh, no, it's Courtney. It's Courtney. Okay. Yeah, Pearl Harbor, man.
No.
Take the fucking love story out of that, and it's tolerable.
The only good thing we got out of Pearl Harbor was that one song in Team America.
Yeah, well, originally, what they wanted to do with Team America was make a movie that was a complete remake of Armageddon.
Yep.
But with puppets and with comedy. They wanted to lampoon it.
I think they were talking about because it was so, the dialogue was so cartoonishly bad. They were almost debating that we shouldn't even change a line. We can't do any more ridiculous than this. I do admit I love the commentary track for Armageddon though. When
Never
Ben
heard it.
Affleck-
I've never heard it.
oh, it's great because he's like he's talking about bringing stuff up to Michael Bay that makes no sense. Like, wait, so because these engineers can't dig holes, it has to be Bill Hickbillies that do this? Like, it's a hole. Just tell them how to do it. And he just goes, "Shut up, Ben."
I like thank you 11 Alpha for that. That's a quote from the song. Pearl Harbor sucked and I miss you. I fucking love that. Hey chat, before I go, how do you get a drum? Okay, I'm not going for this one. Someone else.
How did you get that
I
drum?
love it.
Put music in front of him. Love you, Gary, but love Anima more. That's a wise.
Oh, you messed up that joke. Sheet music.
Yeah.
Sheet music. Yeah, you
But
missed
we
it.
all get it.
Well,
And I love you too, Courtney.
that's a private conversation. Oh no!
Oh my god, when they
that's-
got to break into the fucking junkyard
Oh.
to get the compound, the police holding
Dude,
area for
that
cars.
poor dog got fucked twice. It's not fair.
Gary loves that joke. Martin, I was excited for Caprica. It just didn't pull me in. No, Caprica was terrible.
Yeah,
Too
it
bad
was
it probably
horrible.
killed possibly of any other spinoffs.
I don't think Battlestar Galactica needed any spin-offs. I mean, I didn't like the way it ended, but it was an ending. I didn't feel like I needed more.
Yeah, it did what it has to do.
Yeah, in fact, there are a couple of films that I want to do, Gambit, where I want to do both the original and the remake, as they were both good. And I brought that up to Anima, that we need to watch both films and talk about both films while doing the show. So,
Bedtime Story, was that the name?
What?
Bedtime Story? Was that the name of one of these
Yes,
movies?
Bedtime Story, and write it down. The Bedtime Story and Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. We're going to do both movies talking about it.
I have it written
then-
down. It's just out
and
of
then-
reach right now.
I want both versions of Cape Fear.
Ooh, nice. Not
And
the
we'll do
Running Man
both
though.
versions.
No, oh my
Nah.
god, the Running.
All right, so producer James Cameron began work on the story of Strange Days back in '85. He wrote with Catherine Bigelow in mind to direct it. And when he presented, he was writing with her because he was wanting to fuck her at the time. And when he presented it to her, she thought it was tremendous. Yes, I'll let you sleep with me. And according to her, these two characters on the eve of the millennium, with one character trying to get the woman who loves him to help him save the woman he loves. It's this great emotional matrix. After a series of dialogues, Cameron and Bigelow developed the film's film's political elements. Cameron focused more on the romantic side, while Bigelow centered more on the edginess and the grit part of the film. Cameron later wrote a 90-page treatment based on these dialogues, stating that it was practically a novel, but it was unwieldy. It needed structure. The treatment was then presented to screenwriter Jay Cox, who turned it into a script. Cameron felt that the resulting script from Jay Cox was very well structured and only did a dialogue polish on it afterward. The script was completed in 1992 by Jay Cox.
Easy there,
So
Austin
he
Powers.
polished Cox's work.
Bigelow's work
Yep.
on Strange Day was influenced by the 1992 Los Angeles riots that followed the Rodney King verdict. She noted, "I was involved in the downtown cleanup, and I was very moved by the experience. Nobody cares. You got a palpable sense of the danger and frustration and economic disparity in which we live. Well, as a person that lives rich, looking down on the poor like you do, I'm sure it did look like disparity." She worked with Jay Cox, co-writer of the script with James Cameron, in particular on the development of the character of Mace and on the complexity of the RAPE sequence. Both Strange Days and Cameron's 1994 action film True Lies were part of the multi-million-dollar production deal between Lightstorm Entertainment and 20th Century Fox. However, the financing was unevenly divided between the two films, with Strange Days being initially budgeted at $30 million and True Lies at $70 million. The casting process began with Angela Bassett, who was attached to the film from its very early stages, after Bigelow sent her the treatment document and Bassett accepted the role. In January of '94, it was reported that Andy Garcia was close to being cast as Lenny. However, on the 3rd of February 1994, The Hollywood Reporter revealed that Ralph Fiennes had, and I'm going to call him Ralph because it's fucking Ralph,
It's Ralph. Yes.
had been cast instead, and that he was wrapping up negotiations to play the role, which I think they made the smarter decision. Fiennes' breakthrough role was in Schindler's List, in which he was nominated for the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor just days later. It impressed Bigelow enough to cast him as Lenny.
Oh,
She stated
we
that
have-
the role, quote, required somebody who had the tremendous amount of intelligence, complexity, and depth, a series of qualities that I really felt only Rafe, as she would say, could supply, end quote. Cameron, however, initially felt that the glibber and slicker actor would be better for the role, but admitted later that Fiennes had Lenny a sexier character, a guy you can care very much about. So the Hollywood Reporter also announced that Bono was expected to join Fiennes and Bassett in the role of Faith's love interest and manager Philo Grant. In March of '94, columnist Army Archer, reported in Variety that Bono was still being sought for the role, which would eventually be played by Michael Wincott. In 1994, Juliette Lewis was cast alongside Fiennes and Bassett. The fact that Lewis was able to sing was important because the producers wanted to avoid lip syncing, because this wasn't long after the big lip syncing debacle of the late 80s, going into the 90s. Yeah. Filming began on May 12th of 94. What's that?
We're having a meth raid.
What raid?
Oh, Raiders.
Hello, meth raiders.
I don't see meth.
I don't know. YouTube
he's
says
not.
we've been. Maybe.
Oh, I'm sorry, E. Clay. His last name was Cox.
I don't think it was clear enough. Oh,
Jay.
yeah.
His name is Jay Cox. So again, filming was slated to begin on the 12th of May of '94, but that date was delayed on June 6th of '94 until the cast was finalized. Bigelow said that O.J. Simpson's murder trial echoed the film events. Really? Adding that Strange Days was filmed during the summer and fall of that year. The film was entirely shot in. I sometimes think that she's a little detached from reality. Like, how is that really like that? It's not like that. So anyway, the film was entirely shot in Los Angeles over a period of 77 nights. Producer Stephen Charles said that the city was generally very cooperative, except for the subway scene, as the team only had 4 hours a night to film. And that's probably because of laws that restrict use of the tunnel, so it's not their fault. Jaffe, however, remarked that Bigelow, quote, was so well prepared that what we have taken another director several weeks to do, she did it in a matter of days, end quote. Well, she was a good director, goddammit. She got her, she cut her teeth on ER, for Christ's sakes. When you work episodic television first before you go to film, you learn how to work quickly. It's the first thing they teach you. That's why Josh was so quick at finishing his films within like half the time it would take to normally shoot a film, because he was used to the rigor and scheduling of television episodic work. So anyway, producer Stephen Charles Jaffe said that the city was. I read that. Jaffe, however, remarked that Bigelow was very well equipped to shoot these scenes, got them done in half the time. The production team also received permission from West Hollywood Film Commission to film on Sunset Boulevard for a 2-day period, which required the shutdown of several lanes of traffic. They also shot in Santa Monica, didn't they? It seems like that was right around Venice Beach for some of the scenes.
Oh, and by the way, one trick to saving time on a set is have people setting up what the next thing is going to be. That's why they have stand-ins and whatnot. That way you don't have to spend hours sticking around to get the lighting just right.
Yep. The scenes where the crowd celebrates the turn of the new millennium at the end of the film was shot at the corner of 5th and Flower Streets between Westin Bonventure Hotel and Los Angeles Public Library. Or as they like to call it today, the place where homeless people sleep. Over 50 off-duty police officers were hired to control an assembled crowd of 10,000 people who had to pay $10 in advance to attend the event. The filmmakers also hired rave promoters Moss Jacobs and Philip Blaine to produce performances featured by Aphex Twin, D-Light, as well as all the cyber techno bands they could garner. It was reported that a total of $750,000 was spent on this event, which included the rental of half of the 1,300 rooms in the Bonaventure Hotel. Wow, that's a lot. The event started at 9 p.m. on a Saturday night and ended shortly before its scheduled end at 4 a.m. as 5 people were actually hospitalized for suffering of overdoses of ecstasy while shooting the film. Like, goddamn, man. You can't
That's
keep those
crazy.
kids for drugs, man. The film's squid scenes, which offers a point of view shot, required multifaceted cameras and considerable technical preparation. A full year was spent building a specialized camera that could reproduce the effect of looking through someone else's eyes. Bigelow, it's pretty much the same thing they did in Brainstorm. Bigelow described it as a stripped down Ari that weighed much less than the smallest IEMO. Yet, it would take all of the prime lenses. Cinematographer Matthew F. Leonardi was also hired to help Bigelow film the scenes, which were choreographed weeks in advance. The opening sequence, which features a 16-foot jump between 2 buildings by a stunt performer without safety harness, took 2 years to coordinate and has many hidden cuts in it. For example, the jump was filmed with a helmet camera, while the run up to the staircase required a Steadicam. According to Cameron, quote, "We designed transitions that would work seamlessly. It was a very technical scene that doesn't look technical," end quote. The sequence where Iris runs in front of the speeding freight train was shot backwards with the train backing up. The footage was then reversed during editing. And it looks really good. That scene's really good, where it looks like she's going to get hit by the train.
Mm.
And the soundtrack's pretty incredible. I don't want to get into that, but fuck, man. While the Earth Sleeps by the New Zealand group Deep Forest with fucking Peter Gabriel behind it. Like, man, great tune.
See, I know how to make you like any movie now. Just get Peter Gabriel on the soundtrack. And Gabriel
Yeah,
goes,
that's how you gotta do
Best
it. I will go.
movie.
I will watch this whole fucking movie. No, I'm not going to guarantee I'm going to like it, but you'll get me to watch it. I mean, look, I don't love the movie. It's okay with me. Virtuosity with Denzel and Russell Crowe. It's a problematic film, but God damn it, I love that "I'll Be Your Party Man" by Peter Gabriel at the end. And it's the third movie that ended with a Peter Gabriel song with Denzel Washington. Anybody else know the answer to that? What the other two were?
Bone Collector's one of them.
Damn, boy. That was fast.
What was it?
Bone Collector.
Oh, Bone Collector. Yep, that's numbered. That's actually the third one. What's the first one? Anybody?
Don't know.
It's the Denzel Washington playing Biko in the movie.
Oh,
Cry
yeah, Cry Freedom. Yeah.
I
And
haven't
Peter
seen that
Gabriel's song Biko was played at the end of the film. Let's see. In one scene around 1 hour, 43 minutes, Angela Bassett yells at Rafe, "This is your life right here, right now." It was sampled by British DJ Fatboy Slim and used. Wait a minute, what? God damn it with the fucking thing. Fatboy Slim used
Yeah.
later in the hit song Right Here, Right Now. That's but that's not Fatboy Slim that did that song. That was God, They Follow Me on X, the band. And I can't think of their name right now.
what, Jesus Jones?
Thank you. Jesus Jones follows me. The real band, the official band follows me because I complimented them. And
Yeah.
they're pretty much an all but forgotten band. And they're like, holy shit, someone talked about us. And they followed me. And I said, it's a fucking solid band. I like them. I love Daft Punk, Mev. Oh, I fucking love that band. Oh, you got it too. He guessed it too. Cry Freedom. Yeah, I always thought like I want one more film with Denzel and fucking Peter Gabriel at the end. I just fucking love that. Bone Collector was awesome. I love that fucking movie, and I'm going to get Emma to watch it with me because it's a really good film. It's about a fucking guy who's paralyzed, former detective, and he was injured while investigating the crimes of this character, this serial killer, and now he's bedridden, and he has what's her name, the crazy psycho bitch, that's now his eyes out in the field, Angelina Jolie. And he talks to her through a device, radio, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. And she goes out there and does all the footwork for him.
You know I hate
Kind of-
her, right?
Oh, you think I like her? Just, you know, that crazy fucking bitch. I can't stand Angelina Jolie. So, but Denzel fucking Washington is worth it. Birdie and the instrumental version of Wallflower. Oh no, don't even get into that. Peter Gabriel did the entire soundtrack. Not just Wallflower, he did a bunch of songs for that film. Basically instrumental versions of songs he produced later. But Wallflower is mostly music with a little bit of lyrics. But he did the entire Birdie soundtrack. I sincerely love Cry Freedom because of the, yeah, absolutely. And Kevin Kline as the prime minister. It was a really good film. Also, again, the entire soundtrack produced by Peter Gabriel, Rabbit Proof Fence, directed by Kenneth Branagh.
I actually got to see that in theaters.
I've never gotten to see it at all. I bought the soundtrack. I was really pissed at Kenneth Branagh around that time because of Frankenstein. I stayed angry at him for a while.
I never saw his Frankenstein, so I had no reason to be pissed at him.
You didn't miss anything.
He just made it gross, basically.
Well, he made it all about him fucking Helena Bonham Carter,
That
which is
too.
when he started his affair with her, cheating on Emma Thompson, which crushed her. The way she found out everything, just that's fucked up, man. I think the time I finally got over it and forgave that asshole was when he did Thor.
And now he's just, I'm making Poirot films.
And they're not even good.
Yep. Like, he's super focusing on the eccentricities of the character. You can tell it's just like, I just want to mug for the camera. The BBC one that did all of the pro stuff, that's to me the best version of the character.
Yeah. He looks like Poirot.
Yeah, he looks like Poirot. He's got a little bit of quirkiness, but for the most part, he's just a jolly old guy.
Well, he gets a little bitter towards the end, which I think was a mistake. When he started going through his coming back to Jesus Catholic stuff, and he became very condemnative in the show rather than what he was like in the books. He was not like that in the book versions of those stories.
Well, I mean, it does get pretty dark with like Poirot's final case. It's like, oh yeah, I did it.
Yeah, that'd be funny to do a comedy of a detective like Poirot, that he just walks up and he says, one of these people in this room is the killer. And then the person goes, all right, I admit it. Like, just over again. He never solves it. It's the person finally gets so nervous they surrender.
Oh, I actually came up with a murder mystery comic idea of my own. And the title of it is It's Never the Butler.
For the butler?
Yeah, because I've looked into it, and outside of a few cases, it's not a cliche, but it's associated as being a cliche. So what I have going on is that it takes place in a house, and the person looking into it is a butler, and so is everyone else basically, and they all have motives to do it. So
Oh, have it take place at a butler convention.
oh, they just work for a basically evil old woman, and she seemingly has been murdered. And so it's not a question of if they had a motive to do it, it's who actually succeeded at doing it.
I just imagine in my mind, though, with something like that, the main detective in a convention center saying, "No one is allowed to leave here. One of you." There's like 1,000 people. Kill this woman. It's so fucking weird.
I mean, that's what Clue is basically a parody of, Poirot.
By the way, did you know there was a fourth ending, guys, to that movie? And I was unaware of this until one of you guys, one of my friends, sent me a video.
I did.
That,
I'm the one who
was
sent
you.
it to you.
Yeah, well, then why didn't you say it right when I said the first part about the fourth ending? Because that was really interesting. And I understand why they pulled it, because it's not very good.
Yeah, it's basically he's killed everyone.
Yeah, the butler killed all the people that were dead, and tricks the cop into letting him out. And he locks the door behind him, runs out, gets into the squad car to steal it, and there are fucking 2 police dogs in it, and they get him. And I'm like, that's terrible. That's not funny at all.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Oh,
they
and he
left
poisoned
it out.
everyone with the wine. So it actually
Oh
was
yeah.
poison.
Yep, everybody's poisoned. Yep.
Yeah.
You'll be dead within the hour if you don't get treatment. And then he locks them in. Like, that was dark ending and not funny. Wait, what's this? Oh yeah. Yeah, he says 10 little butlers. That's for you,
Aw.
Schmatzky. Who are you? I'm the butler. What do you do? I buttle.
Or you could also just do, what are you doing? I'm the butler.
My other favorite butler joke was in the movie Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid, where Steve Martin's been shot and he gets to the door, rings the bell, and her butler answers the door. What do you want? Catch me. And he just moves out of the way and lets him hit the floor. And he goes, I'm sorry, I'm a butler, not a catcher. This is the RAPE scene.
And that's
And this is all meant to be misleading, because this whole thing has been from his best fucking friend to set him up for the crime. It's all been leading. It's like, well, you're a terrible friend. He's a terrible fucking friend.
When we were watching this, about 40 minutes in, for some reason you paused it. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? What is this? Then you give me some information, and then I could kind of piece it together. But this movie is crazy, man.
And well, you know what's funny is, like, years ago, I was high one night at a party, and we were watching the movie Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo, and I was sitting there, fucking drunk and high out of my fucking mind. And they paused the movie to answer the door, and I'm not paying attention to anything, just the movie. And I'm sitting there, and it's him over the fish tank when he's hanging up upside down. And after about 5 or 10 minutes of them talking to whoever it was at the door, I'm sitting there watching the TV as it's still paused. And I said, this is the longest scene I have ever watched. Yeah, see, I thought it was a huge mistake to give him long hair because it just made him even more obvious that something wrong with him.
Just looked fake.
Yeah, it doesn't look real, and it's fucking weird. And I always thought if I had done this, I wouldn't have put the fucking wig on him. I would have put a toupee on him that he was bald, but have his actual real hair style, not that fucking crazy fucking wig. This is suddenly the look in '99. It's like only 4 years later. Like the hairstyles aren't going to change that much from '95.
Yeah, this is one of the problems with a lot of speculative fiction, especially if you set things like 4 or 5 years in the future. Like, yeah, we're totally going to have technology that lets us relive people's memories in like just
4
3 or
years.
4 years. Yeah.
They had to do it that way though because the budget constraints. They couldn't make it too far in the future.
Little did they know that outside of smartphones, not much would fucking change after.
Yeah, and then he admits that she knows me because of you. And I was following her around because I got hired to. And she's like, why are you following me? Do you like watching me? And then it goes from there. It's like, it's creepy as fuck. And so therefore, I did not see it coming that she would end up having a change of heart and trying to stop him from killing Fiennes' character.
But she was okay with the framing.
Yeah, just to show you how much people talk about the TV show Young Ones. Anybody remember that British sitcom? Which was actually considered a variety show, which is why every episode had a live band, because they had to. According to strict BBC rules, they had to have a live band on the show. And so it's treated like a sitcom, or it was a sitcom, but mildly disguised as a variety show. So the BBC would pay for it. And during one of the scenes where Neil, the hippie, has made a big pot of lentils, and Rick Mayall says, "Why? Where'd you get these? Where'd you get these lentils? Are these from South Africa?" He goes, "Oh, I think so." And he takes this entire pot and just throws it to the ground. We don't support them. And I thought that was funny. That's all the way back in '84, I think. Talking about apartheid. Yeah, Sun City. Not Sin City, Sun City. And what's really funny is they built a community in Phoenix, South Phoenix, called Sun City. And I'm like, that's not the smartest choice for the
Why
elderly
not?
because of the real Sun City.
One of my favorite moments in American Psycho is when they're basically trying to out virtue signal each other when they're sitting at a restaurant. Oh yeah, what about this? Well, what about that? Like, and they're just waiting for food, and it's obvious they don't give two shits. They're just trying to sound more virtuous than the person next to them.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. One of the things that I am impressed with this film is some of the visual effects in it. I really like the scene with him hanging down off that balcony, connected by his tie. And thank God he stabbed him, because then, Fiennes' character has a knife to pull out and cut the tie with. I like
the
that scene.
confetti and the guy dragging, like covered in blood, dragging his partner who he's handcuffed to. That's just a surreal ass image.
Anima,
So that stab wound never gets treated.
here you go. I just put it in the private chat for you. Oh, it didn't link the last part of it. You have to copy it. Goddamn fucking StreamYard.
Yep.
Pay attention, motherfucker. This is a little bit unbelievable right now because there are cops everywhere that she would behave like this with cops. You know, because nobody knows they're bad cops. Only she does. These are two corrupt cops that just got caught up in the story. They're really not part of the conspiracy. There was no conspiracy the whole time. It was all a fabrication that what's his name? Tom Sizemore came up with to connect, to make the main character believe that this is going on when it's not. These are just two dumb cops that fucked up.
I think if they had a higher budget, maybe they would, but it's like we need this self-contained, so I can kind of understand because like it's a case of, well, do you want to never do the movie or do you want to do it not quite the way you want, but you'd actually get to tell the story? And
yeah.
I can understand just going, yeah, I want to be able to tell this story.
Yeah, Queen were criticized for appearing in the very apartheid state. Oh, God, I remember that. Oh, shit, yeah. God, I haven't thought about that in a long fucking time. Sun City is a luxury resort and casino situated in the northwest province of South Africa. It is located between Elands River and Pilanesberg, built on the land of Bakabung village.
See, that would have been a good time to sneak in up Bakalakadaka Street.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks, Gambit. I got the link. I'll read it up.
Okay, let me run the Bakalakadaka Street video, which is...
I've got 5 terrorists going southeast on Bakalakadaka Street.
There you go.
Yeah. We do these things for you people. We ain't doing it for the money.
Yeah, you people. You people.
I was waiting for someone else to go with it, but what do you mean, you people?
I am out. Well, I just said you people. I am out of the loop. I only just found out about Venezuela. Wow. Dude, I didn't find out about it until this afternoon. I was unaware because I have not looked at any news since yesterday morning.
It was all over X.
Yeah. Well, that's why I started the show with even President Trump sent Martin a happy birthday gift.
Yep.
Oh. You really need to put that. You really need to put that song in here.
No, because I like to see if you were prepared or not.
And sadly, I wrong.
Here we go. Wait.
I'm so lonely, so lonely, so lonely and sadly alone.
There you go.
Yes, when Kim Jong-il goes into a bank, he says, I'd like a Roan.
Roan. And the apartheid concert left a definite stain on their careers. Yeah. Yeah, because I tell you what, the supposed most thoughtful people in the world are also known as the most unforgiving. Happened in 1984 during the release of their single, I Want to Break Free. You notice they left that out of the Queen movie?
thing about it, what was it? It was like, was it Live Aid or whatnot? The majority of the money got taken by warlords anyways, so there's a good chance that they ended up just getting more and more people killed because that money they raised was used to fund guns and genocide. Good going.
Rock
People
stars.
love raising money, but they never check where it fucking goes after they do.
No, of course not. That's not my job, man. Speaking of Queen, one of these days you guys should review the original Wayne's World. What's that? I don't know what that is.
You know what is.
What to Break Free featured a rare glimpse of Queen as drag females. What's a drag female? Is that something behind a car? What is that?
What was that?
That was Shinatsky finishing off the last bit of his milkshake.
Oh,
Now, I do like the emotional payoff at the end because they're about to separate and go their separate ways to answer questions. And all she wanted was his kiss. You could tell she wanted that goddamn midnight kiss.
he's been wanting that since the beginning of the movie.
Yep. And so she was the one. It looks like he's fucked that up, but then no, he shows up still with the fucking untreated knife wound in his back.
Yeah. And she is
'Cause you can't treat it to a shirt.
knocked out of her by the police because all she wanted to do is explain the situation, and they knock her to the ground. That disturbed me.
Well, it was hokey. That whole scene was fucking hokey. And then they're all like, it's almost like the pool table scene where they played the Queen song in Shaun of the Dead, where they're all striking an exact beat with the song. And they probably should have played a song to the cops hitting her, because that's what it looked like. It's so fucking goofy. So there she is. She finally got the kiss.
I would have put "Smack My Bitch Up." Just right.
Oh my God.
Smack my bitch up.
Smack my bitch up.
I fucking love that.
Yeah, all the pink and reds do make this seem very like dreamlike, like and surreal. Because it's just these are unnatural colors.
So are they dark side colors? Because
What are you on, Martin? I mean, happy birthday, but what the fuck are you on, man?
the dark side of the force is a pathway to many colors. Some consider to be unnatural.
I just thought they used dye, but that's me.
And yes, screenplay by John Cameron and who's that? Jay what?
Jay Dix or Cox. What's the difference? We'll call him Jay Dix.
Jadix. That's his alien name. He's Jadix from the planet Alpha Centauri.
Yeah, Jay Dix. Yeah. That sounds like a Star Trek character name.
Yep. Kirk of Earth. I am Jadix of Cox.
I second the
Talking
motion.
about, he has blue eyes. Yeah, the mistake they made in what is this? Bohemian Rhapsody is they gave him blue eyes, and in real life he had dark brown eyes, as I recall.
Big balls.
Dark brown eyes, just very dark. It's like my eyes are dark, but if you really get in there, you'll see that one eye is dark and the other one is actually golden brown. Dark chocolate, golden. I have that heterochromia.
The problem with Freddie Mercury is we listened to him. He said, "Don't stop me now," and we didn't stop him.
That'll learn us.
Yep.
The next time we get another Freddie Mercury, we'll stop him.
Yep.
I'm beginning to dislike you too.
It's okay. We'll all live.
It's just a fate, Martin.
Bohemian Rhapsody, trying to think, is it's got, it's a fucking mess of a movie. People like, what did you think of that movie? I went, I didn't like it. The only thing good about that movie is the guy who is in the official Queen band, was the official singer for the Queen, what's it called? Queen
Amidala?
Cover band?
No, it's cover band. Yeah, the official Queen cover band. That guy's got an incredible voice. He could also do one of the best Michael, what is his name? George Michael voices, because George Michael had a very similar voice to Freddie Mercury, which is why there was a lot of talk that he might become the new vocalist for Queen. But then Queen made the announcement that they're not going to have another single vocalist ever again.
That has to suck being a
No,
band.
not Adam Lambert. No. Hold on. Go ahead.
It's got to suck to be in a band, be on top of the world, and then your lead vocalist dies, and that's it for
Gary.
Fame.
Pause for
That's all anyone cares
second.
about.
Pause for a second your search and read this.
I'm mid-typing. I'm not going to stop.
Nothing
Right,
beats NASCAR driver Dick Trickle.
No, he's a real dude. That's
Yeah.
a real fucking that when I was a kid, man. Except maybe Congressman Dick Sweat, though I'm sure Gary prefers Dick Army.
What a
That's a
dick
good
centered
one, Alpha.
stream today.
Yeah, Mark Martel is the guy's name. He's the one who performed the vocals for the movie Bohemian Rhapsody. And I'm going to get the video for you guys. All right, here you guys go. Oops. L. And there we go. That's the link right there if you guys want to go check out the guy who did the singing for the movie Bohemian Rhapsody. And he's an incredible vocalist, and he does an incredible job singing like George Michael or Freddie Mercury. He may be able to do other voices, but those are the two I'm aware of. Let me get to private chat and give it for you guys here. There you go, Mark Martel. We could probably listen to a song by him after the show. So, but speaking of the end of the show, we're going to go ahead and wrap this shit up and get the hell out of here. I want everybody to have a safe weekend. I don't know of anything else going on tonight. Do you guys know on YouTube or elsewhere?
Nope.
There's other people here. Stephen Shinowski.
Don't have anything. I mean, I'm
Uh,
just recovering and sleeping most of the day. So.
Deleted.
I am going to be joining Big Al Presents along with Troy Pacelli and Netter's Network for Films with Friends.
All
Tonight
right.
at
Say hi
10
to Big
p.m.
Al for me.
And tonight's movie is Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh,
Good movie. Good movie. Powerful movie. Don't make the mistake of thinking that's a kid's movie. It is
no,
not.
it's not.
No.
It is not. So I want to say thanks to Gambit, Snorty, Andy Marl, Penny, Shirley Lavasseur, 11 Alpha, Slasher Fred, Sins Corner, USS ARNG. Let's see, Slasher Fred, Sergeant Giratana, Ortina, Sandra Hemischlag, Sally Forth, Connie Cleary, Courtney, Wilkie's. Oh, Wilkie showed up tonight. Wow, Wilkie's Movie and Music. Good to see you. Math, of course, from Mephisto's own channel. And everybody just have a good night tonight, okay? So we'll see you next bat time, same bat channel. Adios.
Bye, everybody.
Matt Damon.